Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear. Running, running, no. Keep running
What is up, Attack on Titan fans? Monkey D. Sheffer right here. Attack on Titan manga chapter 114 drop. So if you did not see that manga chapter yet, please go watch it before watching this video, because I will be spoiling you like I got spoiled earlier today. I did not try to see an image, but luckily I was being trolled, because I would hate for seeing Levi land on the ground, somebody holding him as an Aaron. But I had to unfollow people because I hate being spoiled. I hate it so much, fans. But let's get into this chapter. So we're going to start off where Zeke left off with his little envision, you know, his backflash for him being a child. So we got introduced to Tom Xavier, his mentor, his anything you want to call it, his sensei. He showed Zeke the ropes on being one of a Maryland soldier, somewhat of being a brave warrior to inherit his beast Titan. Now we find out that the beast Titan was not used how Zeke used it before. Tom was a researcher, and he was so fascinated on the 1200 years ago of the alien empire and the people of Ymir, and that's one of the reasons he became the beast Titan. So we got better intel on Tom Xavier in this chapter. Basically, the chapter is based around Zeke's flashback of when he was 7 years old. That's mostly. But we got at the end of the chapter, we got him growing up. You know, we seen Annie, Berthold, Reiner as he being young. It's nice to see Berthold and Reiner and Annie as her standalone self always in these manga panels and in this series. So we get better intel on when Geisha came to the Marleyan Empire. I would say when Zeke was around 5 years old, maybe how he was holding them and how young Zeke looks. So we get better intel on the timeline when Geisha left the wall. Alright, so we see that Zeke is young and Geisha put his whole heart inside Zeke, wanting him to change the whole Eldian history, the whole Eldian movement, everything. He put his all in Zeke. But later on in this chapter, when Zeke's 7 years old, trained to be a Marleyan soldier, Geisha lost faith in his child. Alright, Geisha didn't think he was going to be the successor for the Beast Titan. Granted that Zeke did lack most of the qualities of being a successor, because he was far behind the other kids and be trying to be Marleyan soldiers. Alright, so it was Geisha on his part of giving up on his own child. And we see why Zeke did what he did. Just to have somebody like your own mother and father give up on you, basically saying that that does not have what it takes to be a successor. We're going to give up on you because you're weak. And we did lose faith in you. That was Geisha's downfall, to losing faith in his child. That's pretty bad, fans. I didn't like it when I seen Zeke cry out, because he knew that his father gave up on him. And we see better insight on Zeke now, because this how Zeke was brought up. This was how Zeke felt. The only way he could change the Elder Empire is to do what he can do. I can't really blame Zeke, because his own father gave up on him. So what other ways was it for him to change the whole Elder Empire? To change the people of Ymir, the history of them? He had no other choice. He had somebody like Tom Xavier trying to have faith in him. We know that Tom showed him the ropes now, and Tom brought him up to be a splendid Marleyan soldier. And I said this a few chapters back, that we can't blame Zeke for being who he is, because just look at how he was raised up by his father, by his grandfather. His father and his grandfather would tell him two different stories about the people of Ymir, the people of Eldians. Alright, so he's stuck between the two. Then he got his father giving up on him. And then he got somebody outside of his family, Tom Xavier, trying to give him insight, trying to inspire him for being a Marleyan soldier. trying to help him out because he's lacking in so much. He even said in the beginning of this chapter that who is this little person that's lacking behind, and why is he here? So he had so much things on his shoulder. Zeke, oh my God, for a 7-year-old child to go through so much things at around 7 years old, it was tough. And I see why Zeke grew up to being the person that he is now. We see in these panels, only thing Zeke wanted to do was be a child. And it hurts for me to see that Zeke has so much weight on his shoulders to being better than he could be. He was inspired to be someone he did not want to be at all. But Geisha and his mother impounded in him that you have to be the one that would save the Eldian Empire. And now that we see that Tom, took him in and played with him like what child should do at the age of 7. Like, just think about you being 7 years old with so much weight on your shoulders that you can't fathom what to do with it. Alright, and Geisha, like I said, entrusted him with so many things. But Isayama had me in these manga panels question a lot of things. Like, how would Geisha know about the Ymir and everything was flawed? Everything was fugazi. Like, Geisha basically said that the people of Marley made this all up. So there was questions in my head, thinking like, what Isayama got planned up his sleeves? Like, how would Geisha know that everything is a lie? But you got Geisha's father telling Zeke that it all was true. And to be count frank, Zeke believed in his father more than his grandfather. It's kind of hard, and he's stuck between the two. It's really hard for the 7-year-old person just to get in depth of everything that's going on around him, and plus trying to be the soldier what he doesn't want to be. Alright, he's just following the footsteps of his father. He's doing what his father want him to do. Zeke found refuge in Tom Xavier. Tom complimented that they're somewhat alike, and Zeke, only thing that what he wanted was somebody that would understand him, and Tom did. Okay, and Tom was the father figure that Zeke needed at the time. Someone that would know him, someone that would be like him, someone that can help him out through these bad times. And we've seen that Tom's no different from Zeke. Tom is just infatuated with science and the Titans and the paths that Titans share with the people of Ymir. And I'm really appreciative of Tom being there for Zeke, because Zeke had a rough time during this panels, and I'm pretty sure that Zeke had a plan in his own right to being the successor of the Beast Titan, to make the people, the alien people, come back. We all knew at the end of this chapter that Thanos was gonna go a complete left turn with Geisha and Geisha's wife, but we see that Geisha kind of failed on Zeke, being a father to Zeke. Geisha had one thing in mind, and he would never stop nothing in his path to succeed that mission. And that backfired him for being a father to his own child. And we seen why Zeke did what he did. And with his mentor Tom, manipulating him, saying that they never loved you. Like, there's no reason, there's nothing wrong if you do this to your father and your mother. Alright? And we seen that Geisha was on the ties with Owl. But we seen already, Geisha was much more desperate than anybody else. The things he had endured, the things he wanted to accomplish, he was so desperate, turning Eren to the Titan, giving up on his son. And just to think that he had 2 children, and one really a father to both of them, giving up on both of them, is bad. And it backfired on both hands, because on the second time around, it was fatal. Alright? He had no choice of making Eren a Titan, because he found that Eren maybe can replace Zeke. Alright? He gave up on one child, but this next child will be the one. Alright? He instilled in Eren many things, and I don't think that Zeke could have did what Eren did, because Eren is his own child in his own right, Zeke is a person that had no other choice. Aaron didn't have the pressure of what Zeke had as a child. Aaron was a go-lucky child that Geisha really loved, but Geisha was so desperate on doing things and having things further extend that he turned his own son into a Titan. So we continue in a storyline with, Zeke being much older and Tom being much older also, and he on his last little bit of years of being the Beast Titan. And we see that his research brings us to some point at Titanization. Alright, so we seen furthermore with Zeke as he got older, reconnaissance force when the people of Marley explained that reconnaissance force, titanizing people to get a one up on the enemy. And it came true. Tom research was for a reason, for Zeke can get better at being a Marleyan soldier. Alright, so the people of Ymir are special. They are the only people that can become Titans. And they are so much different than the Marleyan people and other people of the world in the Attack on Titan verse. And we see that some of these people of Ymir stand out more than the people of Marley and around the world. I'm glad we touched upon Tom Xavier's backstory of him pretending to be a Marley, and he had a family. And when his wife found out that he was in fact an Eldian, she killed her child and her. And Tom was seeking refuge also, and it was a good thing that he found Zeke. He found refuge in Zeke because those two needed each other at the most crucial point in their life. Alright? And we see where Zeke got his glasses from. His own mentor, Tom Xavier. When Zeke was talking about, making the people of Ymir, the women of Ymir, of course, not to have children, not to have more Eldian babies, that was the only thing right he could do at that moment. He didn't have another opinion from somewhere else. But we see where Zeke stands now. This is Zeke's plan now. For the people of Ymir to disappear. For the people or the Eldian people to go away, or to have the Titans go away. Because only people of Ymir can be Titans. It's some sort of exterminating the people of Ymir or getting rid of the Titan powers. But you can't get rid of Titan powers without the people of Ymir being exterminated. Alright, so it's on Zeke's plan to do something about this. And Zeke been going through this for 20, 30 plus years with this on his mind. Alright, so if Zeke can hit your plan on having the people of Ymir stop populating the Attack on Titan verse, then he wins. Alright, so what can Zeke do? Alright, because this is a good plan, but at the same time, there should be more than steps to this. There should be plan A, B, C, and D. Alright, now we see why Aaron follows Zeke, because he does have a plan for the people of Ymir. But is this a good plan, fans? You can agree at some extent, but the people of Ymir will be abolished. What do you think about that? Leave a comment down below what your thoughts about Zeke's ultimate plan. And not to mention, Isayama revealed the last panel of Attack on Titan. And it translated, "You are free now," with somebody holding a child. Now, this could raise some eyebrows, basically saying that, the people of Ymir are free and that the Titan powers are no more. So I would think that Zeke time is running out, and Zeke all his influence, all his work will go towards Aaron. And Aaron will be the one to exterminate all the Titans, and the people of Ymir being the ones that can, contain the Titan power inside of them. Like I said, in this chapter, Isayama had so many questions that need to be answered. And I'm thinking in my mind that what can Aaron do to cancel out the Titan powers? If only the people of Ymir can be Titans. So Eren gonna need the Father Titan, the original Titan, and the Titan powers, the Aurora family, the Fritz family, to reconstruct the people of Ymir body. Alright, so this will involve some of Eren's spinal fluid to do this, and have the people of Ymir ingest it inside their body. Alright, so we're going to need a science on our hands. We're going to need a scientist to get this whole process into one. Now, Zeke probably already got some of this installed within him, and already working on this already. A formula to have the Titan power abolished. And this is what the Titan powers are centered around in the war. Because it seemed like the people of Ymir trying to get hardware, trying to come with technology that can take over the Titan power. I'm sorry, to replace the Titan power. But for the people on the Titan verse to achieve these powers to replace the Titans, let's try to get rid of the Titans altogether. And that probably what Zeke's plan is. Alright, so we have to continue watching. We already know where this point will lead up to. Alright. To the point where the Titan powers will be no more. Alright, so to continue in this chapter, we see that Zeke woke up, remembering his past, remembering Tom, and we see this last panel, and it's devastating. It is devastating, fans. I only could see one of Levi's legs. It's a bad shot. We can see that Zeke sacrificed himself and his body split in two. But we only can see one of Levi's legs. Now, Zeke is desperate at this point, and he will do anything to meet Eren. And I think that's what it is, to pass on these ideas to Eren. The idea of exterminating the Titan power. And Eren will be all aboard this to save his friends and to save everybody in the world. But that won't stop bloodshed. I'm sorry. That won't stop the war. Because Marleyan Empire are bloodthirsty conquerors. And let's continue with this panel. Hope Levi is not wounded so bad. Because Levi is my second favorite character next to Eren. Well, the old Eren. And I'm hurt to see this panel. Isayama will have a field day. I think people will riot if Levi dies. I hope that he's not dead. And I hope that if push comes to shove, Levi will do something that will shock all of us. And that will be eating the Beast Titan. If you remember Levi saying something that he promised Erwin something, a vow that he would stick by with Eren, and I think that's what it is. I think that Erwin made Levi promise him that when the time is right, you will take that Beast Titan. And I think that's what the vow is, fans. And at this instant, the only thing that might say Levi is Levi eating Zeke. Now, Levi probably got the needle, the blood, the formula that the Fitz family had to turn someone into a Titan. One of the founding Titans. And this what Levi just might do. Hopefully, but at the same time, Levi's 3D maneuver gear, his attack form is amazing. And I don't want to hinder that from Levi because that man can fight in that 3D maneuver gear, huh? But if he do become a Beast Titan, I would like that also because he will perfect that. I don't know if the Anchormans are your people of Ymir. Because the people of the Anchorman family are somewhere from a whole different land, and I don't know if they are the people of Ymir. They're containers, like that. Like I said, they're there to protect the people of the founding Titans. So that's why they. But I don't know if they can become Titans themselves. But hopefully, this is what the vow would be that Levi promised Erwin. And I hope Levi does not die. Oh, this is amazing panel with Zeke and Levi right here. Oh, we have to wait and see in 115 how this plays out and what Isayama do from now on out. But we got a better reveal on Zeke's plan. We got a backstory on Zeke and what he went through. Sorry for a 7-year-old child. I see why he's like this now. And amazing chapter. Amazing chapter, fans. 9 out of 10. I'm loving it. Amazing. I'm glad you stuck with me to review this chapter. Like, comment, subscribe on my channel to get more of me, more One Piece, Boruto, soon My Hero Academia, and Attack on Titan content. Again, thank you for watching, and always stay safe out there.